Good morning, sunshine. It is another beautiful day. It rained last night. Everything is wet. Tent's all wet. But I got about an hour and a half and I'll hit another shelter. So that's 4 miles, actually 2 hours. I'll hit another shelter. Walking kind of slow because, it was a long day yesterday. I didn't get in until way late. Cooked dinner right in the tent, just went to bed. I went right past the shelter. It wasn't full, but there was enough people in there to make me go, man, I'm just gonna sleep in my tent. It's what I have a tent for, and it's a wonderful tent. Dude, it kept me dry all night long. I was nice and warm. I was cozy. I slept like a rock. And then I woke up this morning at like 5 o'clock. The alarm goes off, and I'm like, I don't even want to get out of bed. Granted, bed is a sleeping pad and a sleeping bag. The foot of my tent was a little damp, but everything else was nice and dry, so I wasn't complaining. As usual, I'm up at like 5:30 or so, and then I was 5:30 stirring, and I don't even know what time it is. I think it's around 6:30. Birds are chirping. It's one of those mornings where everything is wet from the night before, where it was raining, because it rained a good bit last night. So everything's damp. I'm taking it kind of slow. My feet are still a little sore from yesterday, but I'll be all right. I'm going to try for 20 again today. That'll put me 20 miles further. What? I think that's 6:55 maybe. I don't know, maybe 6:75. Don't really even care at this point. Just keep on trucking. I gotta get water. I did eat all of my breakfast in the tent this morning. I wasn't even gonna wait. So I had a little oatmeal and some coffee. Packed up my bag, did everything in my tent that I could. I think I'm gonna try and get used to this whole packing everything up real quick and getting going with it all wet, with the concept that it's gonna get wet. So that way, when it does get wet, I'll already be prepared for it. The fly of my tent is soaking wet. So I've got that sitting on the outside, or closest to the food bag, my food bag, which sits on top, obviously, because that's the heaviest thing, and I need it the most, or I want it the most. Every time I stop, I'm pulling out my food bag and grabbing something out of it. So, I got that. It's sitting in a little bitty sack. It's not a waterproof sack, so I have one waterproof sack, and that carries electronic stuff. Everything else is pretty much, you better be dry. I got the pack cover on. I did talk to the guys at the there's a road and a parking lot. All right. I did talk to the guys at Outdoor Vitals, and they said they would replace it. I have to order one. I'll order a backpack, and then they'll refund my money. So I have to wait until the first of the month, obviously, to order a new backpack, and then wait for all that rigmarole to happen. And I don't know what postage is going to be, but you know how that is. It's going to be it's going to be ungodly. It's not going through Amazon, which is free. Which costs me once a year, but it's still free all the rest of the year. Anyway, so I'm hiking 2 really big ups today. They're like 2,000 feet a piece. So it's the equivalent of doing a Enter the Smoky Mountains 5,000 foot climb, which is no joke, but I'm gonna power through those, see how I can go, see how far I can go. We'll keep you posted. I got about 5 days left on the beard. Yay, 5 days. I'm gonna shave this sucker off. Woo. Woo, baby. I mean, yeah, I look good and everything, but not that good. So let me try and keep a little of this dampness off, and I'm gonna keep on stroking. How about that action? It rained last night, so probably this is like a really nice river. Oh yeah, and we're supposed to cross here. Haha, psych. Nope, not happening. No, we go up. Oh, yeah. Oh, and this is one of the, hey, get your water here. Yeah, not happening. There's another shady crossing of doom. Look at that. You get beautiful waterfall. Hurricane wind. All right, all morning long I've been walking next to this big old river, and poof, we come out of the woods. And there's big old river that's swollen from all the rain last night. See if I can do this without getting my socks too wet. I've already got wet toes. Big old river. Big old bridge. This thing is huge. Well, I guess it has to be. I mean, this thing swells up every so often. Yeah. Look at this. Four by sixes, 4x8s. These are thick old boards. And this thing ain't coming down. Oh, got a nice little spot over here. Yep, nice little spot to go camp. Right next to a swamp. Everybody needs their own pet swamp, right? It's not raining, so it's not too bad. The woods are dripping, because that's what woods do. They drip after a rainstorm. Now this thing is, oh, there's handicap access down there. All right. Look at that. That's something else. One of the hikers I noticed hiked past where I was, and look at that. There's a house over there right next to, right across the road from the river. That's sweet. I better not hold my phone out there. Anyway, yeah, one of the hikers, he hiked, I don't know, a mile past where I was, half a mile past where I was, and set up camp. And he was right by the river, so all night long, even though it rained on him, all night long he had himself a, what do they call that? Ambient noise? Yeah. So I'm sure he slept like a champ. Anyway, crossing the road. I know that once I cross the road, then it's up and up and up and up and up. Woo, baby. Woo. You're not going to believe this. Okay, so the trail looks like that. It's nothing but rocks. I have now fallen 4 times today on these slick rocks. Oh my gosh. Jeez, every time I turn around, my feet are slipping out between me. The rocks are not stable, obviously, and they're slick and they're all mossy. Ooh, buddy, and I'm flying over them, but man, I've taken it down 3 times, and each time I hit myself in my right rear. Oof, my booty hurts. I shouldn't really say that, huh? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that, but I do. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little more careful and a little slower now, because you go down a few times and you're like, ow, this hurts. Ow, this hurts, and it's in nothing but like rocks. This is nothing but rocks. So I found a flat spot to take this video and stop. And now I'm going to do it again because it's foggy, obviously. Hello. It's foggy and it's raining, and it's going to do this all day long today and tomorrow. And then I've got to keep on trucking. There's a new kind of sign. Check it out. You are here. You being me, and I am here. So I guess I'm getting ready to cross a road, whatever that is, Salt Sulphur Turnpike. Woo! I'm gonna miss Mini Ball Hill, because I'm going to, and Bailey's Gap Road. Well, if you look around, it's not like there's much of a view of anything other than, you know, a mist. Oh, that will kill you. Anyway, on to it, baby. What's up? So here's that turnpike. And we're going to turn. There's the pike. I think that's parking for Minnie's Hill. We're going to walk over here real quick because they have a cool looking sign of the Mountain Lake Wilderness. Yeah, we're getting ready to get in there. We're going to keep the wilderness wise. Keep the wilderness wide. There's the Appalachian Trail. The U are here. We're going to follow that past Wind Rock and then go a bunch of cutbacks and then Appalachian Trail and then Kelly Knob. What? Oh yeah, that's in our future. So there we go. 100 million acres wild. We can step out of time. Yeah. So there's actually a lot of places. Wind Rock Overlook, White Rocks Campground, War Spur Overlook, Appalachian Trail. Oof. All right, guess I need to get hiking. Woo. You are not going to believe this. Okay, so I keep all of my videos on a little thumb drive with a microchip in it, and I had it in my pocket and it dropped out when I grabbed my phone to video one of the last few videos that I took. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, it's got 4 days worth of videos on it that are really good. The phone was full, so I put all 4 days on there so I could edit them real quick and then put them up next time I get service. Sure enough, yeah, that's gone. And the thumb drive thing is gone, so I got to be kind of careful on what I video now. I'm sitting here looking at the ground trying to see if I dropped it while I was filming this sign, or I dropped it when I was filming the other sign, or something. Oh gosh, I wish I could find this thing. All right, so anyway, yeah, there was a video, great videos too. There was the Nero I took. I only did 14 miles that day, and made it to Angel's Rest in Parisburg. I got my resupply box from my sister in Parisburg. I chatted with people in Parisburg. Then there was the tree sitter guys and the demonstration guys, the protesters for the pipeline. There was a dude in a tree and police officers. Ah, man, the good videos. Anyway, now I got to figure out how to get another one, I guess, by Daleville. Oh, this trip is just getting worse and worse. My shoes are falling apart. I'm losing this. Oh, man. Yeah. It's not that it's getting worse and worse. I mean, I'm still hiking and I'm still out here. And, I'm still going to be out here. But I just missed 4 days worth of video that are awesome. I don't even remember what was on all 4 videos. That's how much filming I did. Anyway, all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep on hiking. Try and get service and order another one of those. Order another one of those thumb drives. Jeez Almighty. Yeah. Way to go, Carl. All right. Well, Professor's heading on down the trail. If anybody finds it, yeah, I'll be in Daleville in a few days. Okay, everybody, check this out. These 2 angels came out of nowhere. I am not kidding you. Came out of nowhere. I'm ranting on the phone. I'm talking to Wendy, telling her how bad my day sucks and the world is coming to an end. And oh, yes. And they brought back that thumb drive that I was missing. Oh my God. And Wendy said she was going to try and order shoes and have them delivered to Daleville by the time I get there in 2 or 3 days. 3 days. Oh, and I'm following them, and they're walking fast as, oh, they're just flying down the trail, which is awesome. And the sun has come out. Oh, wow. What's next? Yeah, anyway, today has radically changed. I'm so glad I didn't wallow in my misery too much. All right, I didn't explain this earlier. So, when you lose something on the trail, you don't know where it's going. So, like if you lose something at a shelter and you've already hiked 5 miles, the only way to get it back is to hike back 5 miles. And you're continually moving forward. So, hiking back 5 miles, that's 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours of hiking, nobody wants to do that, right? So, anyway, so when you lose something on the trail, you put stuff into the registers at every shelter, because you registered every shelter. And I don't say register, I mean you sign your name and you put a little blurb and you let people know what's going on. And, hopefully someone will come by and say, oh yeah, that's Professor's memory stick. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And it's a little bitty teeny thing. And it was literally in the middle of a bunch of rocks on the trail. That was where I fell. Oh yeah, it covered in mud probably. Actually, it probably wasn't covered in mud because it fell on top. But, so it's crazy that 2 people came along who I knew, which were pretty cool. They're pretty cool people. Yeah, so they were like, all right, yeah, I found your memory stick. And then I started hiking with them. Of course, they took off because they hike really, really fast. And I've got a mile to go, a little over a mile to go, and I'll be at the shelter. And once I get to the shelter, I'm going to cook dinner, and then I'm going to get away from there, and I'm going to hike 5 more miles and set my tent up in the rain again, so it'll be nice and wet 2 days in a row, and then and enjoy the world. But yeah, so that's the skinny. If you lose something on the trail, the only option you have is sending messages back and forth through the hikers, or sending it through the trail logs, the shelter logs, or you could call people, but who are you going to call? I mean, we ain't got Ghostbusters out here, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it just what a day. And then, of course, I chatted with Wendy, and as soon as I chatted with Wendy, those people showed up, and now it's just, and the sun was shining for a little bit, and it's just now getting to rain, but I think by the time it really starts raining, I'm going to be at the shelter, so, okay, fine, let it rain, Things are drying up as I lose elevation, and of course, as I lose elevation, I lose connectivity, so the chat with her ended. Those guys took off, so and shelters never seem to have any connectivity, at least not with AT&T. Verizon is the carrier of choice here, so if you got Verizon, yes, big thing. Get Verizon before you get on the trail if you're coming, because you don't want to lose that connectivity. I mean, well, actually, maybe you do. I don't get on my phone much, but boy, when I want to, you want to, right? Anyway, enough of that rant. I'll catch up when I get to the shelter. Woo! Oh, today has turned from really, really bad to really, really great. Oh, at the flip of a switch. Okay, just one last one just because. There's my tent. And there's all my stuff. Yeah, set up in my nice little camping area. Look at that nice little triangle. Granite Man's getting his stuff all picked up, dried out from last night. Bareback. Yep. got a raging torrent of a river, a bridge of doom to cross first thing in the morning, 2,000 feet up that, or up that. Nobody really knows. We just kind of guess. So we don't have a topographical map. All we know is that we got to climb 2 miles, 2,000 feet in 2.5 miles. So, hey, we'll find out in the morning.